have said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense move.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So Clemson's offense will take the field for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Madden. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the first.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Into the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Had to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer to...
Touchdown, Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Snagged in the middle. It's weird. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gives it on the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on second down. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Lowers those pads. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Handoff from the gun. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, he'll throw it. Back open in the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Stanford wants to push the pace. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Weir. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Breaks the tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for room, it's Miles.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on tape.
Might as well give it to him again. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The corners are walked up tight. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Got a man. It's Cruz. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. He was smelling that end zone when they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Hurst. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's McCray. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting ahead.
Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Lewis. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Makes his man miss.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Still looking on the move. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.